Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a minute, but today we are going to jump in to my IPSY Glam Bag unboxing for September. Summer is over. I know there's a lot of people who are going to be like, summer is not over, but for me, it is Labor Day weekend. Summer is over. Time to jump into the first of the fall glam bags for IPSY. So if that's something you're into, make sure to keep on watching. And don't forget to subscribe because I upload every other day, and that'll be the best way to stay up to date and all the fun stuff I'm posting. So if you're ready to jump into this month's IPSY with me, stay tuned. Jumping right in, this is sent to me for reviewing purposes, but this is not sponsored. I'm not being paid for my review. We're going to jump in and just talk about what I think of the products, and I'm actually really excited for two of them because they are already holy grail favorites of mine. I'm really excited to share that. I've already done a little light makeup. I have mascara and brows on, a little bit of blush and highlight, and I'm testing out. I got from Temu one of those like cushion foundation packs that you can, fill with your own concoction. And I'm testing the concoction. Link to this will be down below, and I will be posting a separate video once I'm done with the wear test to make sure that I really like what I put together. But so far, I think it looks really good. Jumping right in, the first thing out of my IPSY is the Benefit Professional Super Setting Long Wearing Setting Spray. I use this today because I have the full size and I love this product. This is one of the finest mists of a setting spray that I think I have had since the Lancome Set It, Forget It, Fix It spray. I think that's what it was called. But it is such a fine mist. It does not feel like it's spitting on you. I feel like I could just keep doing this for hours. And it just has this beautiful blurring effect. I love the way it makes my skin look. I will be completely honest, and I've said this before, I don't love the professional primer. I find that it's super silicone-y and it, pills up on my nose and on my pores, which is not great. But I love misting this over the face and then just grabbing my sponge and patting it into the skin. I feel like it blurs, it smooths, it hydrates, and it just makes everything look so good. I can't tell if it's just the cushion foundation that I made or the mixture of those two products together, but I think it looks really good. And again, you can tell I like something if I have a full size and I do not plan on giving away the mini. This is going in my travel bag. Next, from Kopari, this is the Niacinamide and Caffeine Eye Bright Cream. Obviously, it's a trial size because this is the IPSY bag. There are two full-size products in here, which doesn't happen often. But this is one of the trial sizes. However, it is a 0.17 ounce, which doesn't sound like a lot, but most eye creams are a ½ ounce. And those last typically 90 days to 6 months, depending on how much you use. And this is niacinamide and caffeine, which I would typically only use during the day. So if you're using this as a day cream, this will easily last you for 3 months or so. A little goes a long way. I have used this formula before, and I like it. I don't love it. Niacinamide is a great ingredient for brightening, tightening, adding a lot of like pore refinement. Not that I need that on my under eyes, but it is a great ingredient. So I will always say, if something has niacinamide in it, probably going to be a decent formula. However, I'm a big fan of eye creams with a little more anti-aging benefits. Niacinamide's great. Caffeine is topical. It's only going to work for you the day you put it on. It's not the type of ingredient where caffeine is going to make your under eyes look amazing all the time. But, retinol-infused eye creams, I'm still loving both the AM and PM Supernova and Moon Fruit eye creams from Herbivore, and I'm absolutely still loving the Caudalie eye creams. So this one is going to be a pass for me. Next, the product I've already done a full dedicated video on, which I will link up above. This is from Beauty For Real, and this is the Level Up Liquid Eyeshadow in the shade Moondance. I'm going to set this aside for an upcoming giveaway because I have all 3 shades already. And I have, again, already done a full video, which I'll link up above. And I'm going to use this today. Now, I'm going to use Moondance because that's the one that came in my IPSY. And these are so easy and so user-friendly. You can use them with your finger. You can use them with a brush. You can use a sponge. I'm going to use this little, finger brush. It's a concealer brush for the under eye. Because this is, for me, the easiest way to use this product. I will grab a tiny bit of this and put it on my lid, just like that. And then using this, I will sort of spread that over the entire lid. and I'll actually take it up through the crease, and it just gives me this like one shade liquid metal wash of color. If you want to like put it on in a thick layer, you will get that like cut crease liquid glitter effect. But lately, I have been liking this super minimalist, just that wash of color on the eye, which just brightens it up. You'll notice I did not put an eyeshadow base on. With this, I don't need it. Once it dries down, this stuff will stay in place all day with no creasing or cracking. And like I mentioned, and I'm not going to do it, but I'm going to show you how you could do it. If you take this on the lid and you sort of do that like paint it on effect, if I had put this over a powder eyeshadow, you can get that super foiled metallic-y look. Again, not what I'm going for today, but if I didn't blend this out and I let it dry down, it would absolutely do that beautifully. I'm going to just, again, with that same brush, sort of combination of pat and pull to swipe the product where I want it, and then sort of pat it in to make sure it's a nice smooth layer. And then again, with whatever's left on the brush, I'm just going to pull it through the crease. Normally, I don't love shimmer in the crease, but when you're doing one of those one color wash of color type things, I have no issue with it. And once it dries down, you can take a little bit of like a deep brown eyeshadow and just smoke out the edges, or even just your bronzer if that's what you want. But this is so easy. If you get this color in your box, this is also great on the inner corner, great on the cheek as a highlight. I have been loving all three of them. As you know, I'm a very good friend of the brand. Again, not sponsored. They're not paying me to talk about this, but it is such a great formula. The owner of Beauty For Real, Leslie, is phenomenal and a fantastic friend of mine. So obviously I'm a little biased, but I do love how easy it is to just get this wash of golden color on my lids. All right, next up, this is from Shayna B. Miami, and this is a lip gloss in the shade Besitos. I feel like I've gotten this color before in a Boxycharm. I feel like I have, but I do not remember. It's one of those like generic-y, sparkly lip glosses. I have this color in about a million different glosses, so I am going to pass on this. Today I've been using, and I've been really liking, this is from Summer Fridays. It is the Lip Butter Balm in the shade, I can't even find a shade name on here, but it's like this pseudo chocolatey brown, but it's so sheer that it has a tiny bit of a mauve undertone. And I have been loving this as just this nude wash of color. And I actually feel like I've been liking it more than traditional glosses lately because it's so much more hydrating. And it definitely has that like lip balm vanilla frosting flavor. That has been like my lip of choice lately. So I'm going to pass on the traditional pinky sparkly lip gloss and go instead for the hydrating lip balm instead. All right, and the last product out of the box, this is from Levito, inspired by nature. It is the Thera Intensive Clarifying Gel Wash for your face with spearmint, cinnamon, and salicylic acid for combination to oily skin. I have combination to oily skin, so I'm really excited to give this a try. It is sealed. I don't love opening skincare that's like travel skincare if I'm not going to use it that day or within a few days. I have no trips planned, so I'm going to be setting this aside with my Benefit Setting Spray, and that will be going into my travel bag so that when I travel, I can try it out. My skin always breaks out when I travel, so having something with salicylic in it is amazing. So with a $13 a month value for the bag, I always like to think, is this bag worth it? And the way I determine that is always, would I get better value out of going out and buying something on my own or going shopping and buying the IPSY? And to me, this is a fantastic bag for these two products alone. The travel size setting sprays usually in Sephora go for $15, and this is a $22, $24 liquid eyeshadow. Easily, this alone pays for the bag. This is phenomenal. If you don't have all three colors, you need all three colors. I am obviously obsessed with this, and it is just, like, it is such an easy just wash of color. I feel like I am brunch ready, and this was so simple. If you are interested, I will also link down below the link to the compact for my cushion foundation. that I made today. Look out for that upcoming video where I show you how I made it. And so far, I think I really like the formula I put together, but you will have to wait and see for an upcoming video to see what I mixed together to get this cushion foundation. Thank you very much. If you have any other questions, drop them in the comments section, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!